Good evening, everyone. My name's Tom Abbott, and I'm going to be your instructor for this, only the second running of this new course, Business 211, the Malcolm Baldrige course and the Introduction to Quality Standards. And I thought what I'd like to do tonight is just to give you a little preview of what's going on, what will be happening this week, and how the course is going to operate. It may be a little different from some other courses that you've taken, or it may be very similar because, as you know, each course runs in its own world, depending on what the subject matter is, who the students are, and how the professor prefers to operate. Let me tell you a little bit first about the background of this course. As you well know, Post is now proud to have our business school named the Malcolm Baldrige School of Business. And as a curriculum change that we've made, along with acquiring that name, we've decided that it's very important for us to live up to the legacy of the late Malcolm Baldrige and what he stood for and what it was all about. And as you begin learning right here in Unit 1, Malcolm Baldrige, the name, is synonymous with quality, as we hope Post is synonymous with quality. So the whole idea behind it is to give you a little background into the history of the quality movement, both in the United States and around the world, and the variety of systems that have been developed to ensure quality in all kinds of business operations. You know, many people have some misconceptions about quality, and we hope to dispel some of those. Many people have some very strong ideas, and we hope to hear from you as to what yours are. But the whole idea of quality is something that has to permeate our every minute of our operating lives. And it's really important that we understand the theoretical bases, the operational bases, and what's going on. Okay? So that's really kind of the theory behind it. Every student from now on who comes into the Malcolm Baldrige School will be required to take this course. And therefore, you, being right here in the beginning, are performing a really important role by helping us build it as we go along. With that being said, let me just tell you a couple things. As you come into this early section of the course, you'll probably notice that you're only going to see the first 4 units. You're used to seeing 8 units in a course. You've been with us for a while. Well, there are indeed 8 units to this course, but I just haven't put the second 4 into your particular course yet, because one of the things that we're doing is adjusting, learning, growing, and developing as we go through the course. So the first run just finished yesterday. It went very well. I'm very pleased with what I saw, but we may be making adjustments as we go along, and a lot of that will have to do with how much I learn about you, how much you learn about me, how much we absorb the material. Are there different ways we have to go? Are there things we need to spend more time on? Are there things that we need to spend less time on? All those kinds of decisions will come into play. But rest assured, despite what you see on your screen, this is an 8-week course, just like every other course you take in the Online Education Institute. So that's what we really want you to understand here. The course is going to be rather qualitative in nature. I ran it the first time. There are plenty of opportunities to express yourself, plenty of opportunities to understand what you have learned and to interpret what others have learned. There's going to be quite a bit of writing. There are several written assignments, and that is for a variety of reasons, but basically it's to develop our critical thinking around the subject of quality and also to improve people's writing skills, because we find that written communication is a skill that is sorely lacking in the job market today. So that's one thing we want to use this course as an opportunity to beef up everybody's presentation ability. And presentation ability doesn't just mean getting up in front of a class and shooting up a PowerPoint. It means being able to write clearly, speak clearly, express yourself clearly. And that's what we hope to do. Every week I will try to film one of these little chats with everyone. And what I do is attempt to review what went on the week before and to give you a preview of what's to come. So obviously tonight, nothing's gone on the week before. It's all what's to come. I would like you to read the course information carefully. Take a look at the syllabus. Take a look at the rubric for discussion boards. We're going to find that discussion board is where most of the learning takes place in this course, and I really want people to understand that there are some very good practices. The rubric, I think, lays out for you what you need to do well, and that's not just for you to get a good grade. it's for you to have the best educational experience. So please take note of that. It's very important, and if you fall behind in that, you're going to find what happens is the units are sequential. They build on each other. And not participating for a week can really throw you back. So please take care of that. If there are any questions as you go along, there are in the syllabus and in the contact information several ways to contact me. Let me tell you right now that email is the preferred way, because that's the one I'll see, and then it's also that we have a record of our conversations back and forth, and we can easily refer back to things that have been said to each other. Nobody's relying on memory or anything like that. And as you can see, for a graying old guy like me, I like to have a little bit of record of what I've done, okay? So this week, I'm going to ask you to do two things. Participate in the first non-graded discussion board, where I'm asking you to just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about maybe what background you may have had with quality systems in the past, what you know about it, what your impressions are, and a little bit about why you're taking this course. It's going to be all over the place, I'm sure, for many of us, because the course is so new. The second discussion board that you're going to see this week will be a graded discussion. And in that, you're being asked to give your impression, your definition. What does quality mean to you as you see it right now? So even though you haven't studied anything yet formally in the course, you all have ideas, impressions, preconceived notions, if you will. You have some very firmly formed opinions about quality and the concept of quality. I'd like you to express them and to discuss them with your class and with others. Okay? One thing I really want people to understand is I will participate in the discussion board as necessary, but even if there's a week where I don't maybe publicly respond to everybody, rest assured I do read everything. And I don't just hand out number grades. I will give you feedback every week on what your performance has been and what we need to work on and what you've done well. If there's any questions, please, like I said, go to the course information, ask me. It's going to be, I think, a fabulous experience. The first run was great. The second run should be better. We're a large group, so we may do some things to adjust to that large group. But I'm looking forward to a good experience from my point of view, and I hope you're going to have one as well. Okay, so thank you, and we'll see you next week.